out and they're exerting their force and their presence. And then at the same time now, the people who are opposed are like, wait a minute, hold on here. Yeah. You know, I feel this kind of way, and no way is that going to happen on my watch and my clock. Yeah. And so they are coming back with as much force as being presented to them. Mm-hmm. And eventually it's going to turn over. It's kind of like the old corporal punishment thing used to be it used to be standard. Now we're getting away from that, mm-hmm. you know, and you get pushback from the grandparents and the people of the old ways.
Back in my day.
But you have the newer generations moving forward with different ways of discipline. And so it's going to take a while, just as long as people keep being themselves and putting it in people's faces. And that's the only way you actually get to be who you are, is to be who you are.
Mm-hmm. Now, something happened to me at work the other day, and where I work is a very, very conservative place, and I have to be very careful. I really, really, really love my job, which is a change. It's not often that I have a job change. that I have that, and I love doing what I'm doing. I love my job helps on a large scale. Like, doing what I do helps on a large scale, and that's one thing I love, which is why I'm still in it. However, my coworkers are not accepting at all to change, to new ideas, to anything out of their norm. So me coming out, and even the remote thought of me being accepted. Now, again, these are some coworkers that are having affairs. That's okay. Again, to them, that is okay. Yesterday, my coworker, like, we have some TVs that, you know, do monitoring and stuff like that of our network, and monitoring of stuff we're broadcasting throughout our regional offices and stuff like that. One of them came on. It was a commercial for a drug or something. I don't really know what it was for. Wasn't really paying attention because I was working. And he said, he's like, man, he's like, did you, and this is a guy that sits like almost eye level to me across my cubicle. And so I can see like the top of his head. And when he looks, he sits up, I can see his eyes. So he looks at me, he's like, oh, did you see that commercial with those two dudes in it sitting on the couch hugging on each other? And I'm like, no, I didn't really pay attention. He's like, God, like, what does it come to? And I'm kind of giving him a look like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I have to skirt a line at work. Because if I say something, they're going to go to HR and then they'll find reason to get rid of me. You know, it's a really fucking sucky thing.
Which goes into the whole societal acceptance thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sure
so I can't imagine if them finding out that I'm poly, what would happen? Because I can guarantee you, they would find a way to let me go.
Yeah.
And that is my livelihood.
The thing that should be so obvious to everybody involved when it comes to businesses or schools or doctors' offices or whatever it is that refuses service to somebody from the LGBTQ community or somebody from the poly community or somebody from the BDSM community or anybody on those grounds, here it is. My taxes paid for the roads that bring customers to their business. If it wasn't for that road, they wouldn't have any customers. My taxes educated their employees. My taxes made a chamber of commerce so that they could have a business there.
Educated their children.
Their children. Just everything they have is because there's a society to have it in. Yeah. And we are part of that society.
Whether they like it or not.
Whether they like it or not. So should they be able to refuse business on grounds of what they think is a moral principle in their religion? No. Sorry. Your rights to swing your fist end where my face begins. Mm-hmm. You can swing your fist wherever you want. You got the whole world to swing it in. You do not have to swing it at my face. If you do swing it at my face, my rights to do the same thing now activate. It's not about the wedding cake. It's not about saying, well, we need dad to make that decision. Or the doctor looking Jay right in the face and saying, we'll wait until mom gets here next time to make that choice.
Yeah. God, every single time it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts everywhere. It hurts in all of those aspects that we've just talked about. Mm-hmm. It hurts and it cuts and it makes you feel like a criminal, like you're depleted, like
you're doing something wrong against everybody.
You know, all you're doing is loving and being. All I'm doing is taking care of children that are my children by poly now, and I want to be their mom, and they want me to be their mom, and I want to have the same medical legal rights. And, Zan needs to be able to have the legal rights to be able to openly discuss, just like his coworkers do, all of the bullshit that they discuss at work about their affairs and this and that. But yet he's in a loving, committed relationship and can't even share anything, any aspect about it.
And it's not even about the affairs. It's about the fact that these people will completely unload, and they'll go in stories about their wives, their husbands, their families, their children, and Zan can't do that exactly. He has to dance around it. He has to pretend this or mention a child and kind of pretend it's the youngest one.
Right. Or say, hey, I had a friend and blah blah blah, which fucking sucks. Oh my God, it sucks.
It hurts. Even let's talk about family acceptance. That's the same thing. To be in such a loving, committed relationship, right? You want to scream it from the rooftops to everyone that you think just loves you and wants to be happy for you. But you can't, because grandma is going to be so pissed off or disappointed or disown you or whatever, because you say, guess what? I love this lady and this man, or 3 ladies and a man, or 3 men and a lady, or whatever, but you can't. So when they do come around, and you want them to go to the family get-togethers and the Thanksgiving dinner and different, because they are your family. They are your life. They're part of you. And so you bring them, and then you have to go through the pain of saying, let's just say, Crow, my friend. Oh, it cuts. It hurts. It hurts them. It hurts me. And it sucks. It sucks. And you have to decide if that's something that you're going to go through, because that is something you're going to go through unless you just live completely out, transparent, and everything else, and just accept the consequences that go along with that. But a lot of people don't have that luxury because their jobs don't allow it. The medical offices don't allow it. The schools don't allow it. Or, they legally allow it, but then when you actually put it in practice, they find every single way to give you a roadblock, to discourage you, to shut you down, to make you not be able to accomplish the things that you're just trying to do for the well-being of your child, of your spouse, of your family. And it sucks.
Mm-hmm. And they hide behind the weirdest things, like freedom of choice. Oh, I have freedom. I can choose who to do business with. No, you can't. You decided to do business here where we are.
You're open to the public. And guess what? We
are the public.
Right.
In fact, our families are bigger than yours, so we'll outnumber you eventually.
There's 7 of us. How many people are running your business right now? Get out from behind that counter. We can run your business for you. It's all right.
And the thing is that Jay and I had a retail shop.
Yeah.
And oh my God, we met so many amazing people through that.
Oh, we did.
And the thing is that we had people of all walks of life come in. We've had, it was a new age shop, and we've had people, Christian people came in. We had, we even had some homeless guys come in, and we were accepting to everybody because we didn't care if they were spending money or not. They needed a place to come and sit. They needed a place to cool off because we were in the fucking heat of the summer or whatever. They came in and had a set. We'd offer them water, offer them everything.
Oh, yeah. I fresh brewed tea, herbal tea every day. And
this was a very southern state.
This one guy would come in. I would do it here. I would do it here. If we opened a business again, I would do it pretty much the exact same way.
Absolutely.
But he would come in nearly every single day. He would say hi, kind of walk around. He would maybe buy a pack of incense, which was like 99 cents, and he would bring me things that he found on the street, and he would put them on the altar, and he would say prayers, and he would, some people thought he was weird, and some people would like give him a weird look because he looked strange, quote unquote, to them. But I didn't treat him any differently. I didn't let them treat him any differently.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's the thing, is that when you're open to the public, we accepted everybody that came in. Whether, you're part of the LGBTQ community, whether you're straight, whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, it didn't matter. We accepted you all. We accepted everybody. And if you're a small business, turning business away is not a way to make money. I'm business. Sorry. It's bad business practice.
Especially now with social media.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's going to be on blast in 0.2 seconds, and you're pretty well done.
You can't recover.
Look at that lady on Chef Gordon Ramsay did a thing.
The Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
she totally shot herself in the foot.
Yeah.
I think more and more things will trend in the right way because there is no logic behind this. And now with the advent of social media, we do have that nice, nifty societal mirror. We can almost get responses in real time. How is this happening? What do people honestly think of it? We've gotten a couple of comments on our Facebook page, which told us what people thought of us. Yeah. Lots of positive response, and then some people who took the effort to just tell us. I believe they summed it up in such
Cucks and Horse.
Cucks and Horse,
which I think is a song, isn't it?
I
Cucks
don't.
and Horse. It should be probably.
No idea.
We could probably make a
it
song.
Probably is.
We probably could.
Yeah, Cucks and Horse.
Boats and hoes. Anyway, but it's one of those things where we can see it. Is it all going to be pretty? No. But you can kind of get a feel for how you're viewed as a business or as a movement or as a thing, as a blog, as a vlog, as anything. You can get a kind of a feel for how you're being viewed right away. People have no problem telling you what they think anymore.
Behind the keyboard.
Well, yeah, behind the keyboard.
Right, which is where he got the bravery to just call us what he called us.
Right.
I would say call us out, but
Really.
Calling out is usually a truthful thing.
To that point, I want to touch on, since we're talking about societal acceptance, it's really, really important to find your community. To
support your community,
to do as much as you can to be out and part of your community, to do the research.
As much as you can, because...
Well, not everybody can be out. I'm saying, be out as in, just active, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just
in the
be
communities,
active.
in the groups.
And reach out.
Yeah.
Friend the people. Use social media is one of the best and worst things that were ever invented. But as far as outreach, research, I guarantee you, for every little tidbit there are 8 million people that know more than you. So if you reach out to people who have been in similar situations, go on poly groups, go on the LGBTIA plus, all of that communities, go find people who are supportive of you, because I guarantee you're going to need it.
Yeah, and
you are going to have days where you just feel like you just can't anymore.
Where life has kicked you in the teeth and they just beat you down more and more.
And we've even had people ask us, why do you even do this if you're going through all of this? Well, because this is who we are. Why is somebody gay? Because it's who they are.
Yeah, it's not because it's easy.
Yeah.
They get,
no.
Nobody wakes up one day and says, hey, you know what? Life is tough. I think what I'm going to do is be gay, and everything will just be easy after that. Everything will just line right up. And no, that's not how that works. It's who they are.
Why do you breathe? Well,
because you need to.
I was born breathing.
Right.
I have to breathe.
Yeah, and with poly is, why do you love?
Yeah.
Because it's who I am.
And that's the same with any of it, really. Any of these things that we're talking about that are part of this societal acceptance.
Love who you love. Love is. And that's it.
Please lean on the people who are there with you. Even if they're not going through what you are going through, it's really, really important that you get out in your community and you find people to lean on and support you and be like, yeah, today really sucked. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Let's cry about it tonight. But tomorrow we're going to get back up and we're going to kick ass and we're going to do this thing and we're going to figure out how to make this work.
There's another practical reason why you need to be part of as large a community as you can find and build that community until it is large. For one, it's the acceptance in the society in general, because the more people who are out, the more normalized it becomes, the more we can function as the families that we want to be.